I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They go play action here. Purdy. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield. To the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Get set, get set.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Bills at 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get set, get set.
Again, it's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Jags, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jaguars nothing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
319, get that.
Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Over the middle, complete. That's Porter. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Thumbs up, ready? 331, 331. Get him.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go, check. Go, Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down. It's a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go, son. Come on, son. Jack.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Go.
Turton. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Yep. Hey, 558, who hears that? Right.
And take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Cook following the penalty. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
319, easy.
Fields now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion, the tight end. To throw is Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bashal Tootin, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Off play action, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. A good pickup there at 22.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Fields. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 10 yards out. And the Bills have broken the tie. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 319, guys, what? EQ. West right there.
A shotgun snap, Fields. His throw incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 319, guys, what?
Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing again is Fields. And that will get the off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. 319,
Out of the gun, Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Good. 319, guys. Chill square.
Operating from the gun, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jacksonville.
Here we go. Go.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. around the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Purdy. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 39, Fields. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Jacksonville.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. 319, you ready for that?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And He'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Here we go. Green light.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a complete...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go. Go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Down to the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Green 19, left side. Right.
Operating from the gun, Fields. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bayshaw Turton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Purdy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
17 yards.
A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Fields going to run. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Fields. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Bills 21.
The Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Bills 28.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. 3-19, that's right.
Here's Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
When you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks. They try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
319, that's right.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set. Right around set. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got his man. It's London. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Purdy looking to throw. And Cook has it, left side. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's laid out deep for Rice. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Looking to put a drive together.
Outside.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Watch out!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watch out!
And they take a knee. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch out! 41, jump, just take it to him. Split them here on this side. Fox, look. Don't let him down. Let's show the offense. 53.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, son. All right, team stretch. All right.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover.